Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Sketchy Contract story playthrough. So in between episodes I purchased a boombox as well as a flamethrower and just organized the ship overall a little bit. And yeah, right now we will head to Port Treasure Island for our next memory fragment. And I skilled a little bit like this, more health and also more stamina, which will come handy. But first, let's head on to Treasure Island. Alright, so with the boombox in our hands, our goal is mainly the memory fragment as well as collecting a little bit of quota, but overall we should be more than fine with what we backstocked already. So yeah, I won't be too anxious about the quota and just wipe a little bit through these contracts by now. We could maybe think also already about a little inventory upgrade with the addition of the crates, the blue crates for the burger shop, because I really think by now it should be the time to maybe stock up the crates a little bit. To collect even more quota out of the contracts and yeah. Also Elizabeth, you can scan her on tier 2 especially. She will start this music, and when you pick her up fast enough and place her down again, she won't be an issue at all. So you will see me regularly do something like this, as well as also using a flamethrower to lit enemies on fire, because they will receive increased damage overall when they burn. So I guess it's all where the 20% increase, could be wrong there with the exact number, but for sure it is a useful increase, not for these little guys, but especially for something like this one. It is noticeable, so we can really easy get these to explode. And especially for harder enemies like Nightwalker or Subject 6, you really want to do it, because you just fight so much more easy with this additional bonus damage. And it's very noticeable for also the time you spend on fighting, which in a game like Sketchy, time and time management basically means the whole world. Of course, efficient time usement is just half of your quota needed, right? Okay, so I guess it's fine to head back into the other areas. Because I don't know if we will have here many more crates And then we can also go hunt crates outside, I guess. I really would like to have 200 credits though. This would be a dream. Because then we can, I wouldn't use it for things like early mimics, but things like a Nightwalker or such would give us so much more value with a shrink ray. Would be insane. Okay, so guess we are not completely through yet. Raw credits over there. We can... Yeah, I guess we can have our things over here. And just bring them to the front. And then pick up them on the way out. Because we cleared this area really nice. We don't have to worry anything. Okay, so that'd be fine. Let's have a look for the code, shall we? There's bread. What do we have over here? Milk. That's not nicely dashed. But that's okay. Really no code. A little bit sad. I have to say that... Oh, I was there a pixel under the... right? I guess so. Crazy. Was there a pixel under the platform? Yeah. A little bit cursed, as usual. But I think we can also... cycle around the main area now. Just want to... pick up the soda as well as the mayonnaise. And then I guess we can circle around. Second. Sorry. Needed to drink there a little bit. So that my voice don't crack that much. Okay, so we have also these fishies. But still no code, which is a little bit sad. With this little pirate guy. Bucket. Do we have? No, still not enough. Or what a coat. Nice. Still not enough though for shrink ray. Okay. I will assume though that we will get the shrink ray during this run, so I will start hunting for Nightwalkers on tier 1 area, I guess, at night. We will have to see about where we actually do it, but for sure we will start doing it. And if we can get the teleporter before midnight, would be awesome. I always forget the upstairs area there in the main part. That's a big nice additional pool of crates which you really shouldn't sleep on when playing by yourself. So, what do we do with a drunken sailor? Also. What do we do with a sketchy? Right, there is our generator. Nice, I still burn. I also have one of the doppelgangers here. I would also really like to have storage crates. It's so useful to have them, but guess we will miss out on them a little bit more until we reach tier 2 contracts. But it's fine. So, what do we have over here? A freaking greed. That's another reason, by the way, why I bought the flamethrower. I usually try to decoy them with a flamethrower though, because by now the additional damage isn't that of an issue. But yeah. You will see me doing it quite often to just wait for it to come near and flamethrower it, and then when it just took the flamethrower, switch to the main weapon. But yeah. As I said before, ideally you would decoy it with something else, but it's fine. We should be more than fine with even a flamethrower. So where was... Not over here, I guess. There, for example, is a little Nightwalker. And as you see, they shouldn't be an issue any longer, due to especially stamina. Stamina makes such difference. Just being able to dodge us more often is such a big difference in this game. Use your shield or what else. I don't know what that does. Oh. So 2 more credits would be amazing. If so less of credits? Crazy. That's insane. So mimics really aren't worth it, I guess. Nightwalkers would be cool to farm. But I guess for them to be our prey, instead of we are prey to them, we just have to finish off one more mimic. Oh jeez. To get our coin business running, right? Okay, so we should have enough of credits for shrink ray, which is really, really nice. I still don't know what I really want to shrink with my 6 shots. But I think about just sparing them for Nightwalkers only at the moment. Because we also have some inventory issues, right? So really don't know if we want to clutter it too much with different things until we can upgrade it. Oh boy. That was a little bit of a surprise. So where do we have a little bit of a coat? Oh, here's this area. We already were in here, right? Yeah. There's already one. So finding the remaining crates is really also a struggle if you don't know the maps too well. But don't worry, you will either go familiar with it. There's the code also. 06B. Nice. On the one hand, and on the other hand, you also will get the Echoland soon, right? I don't know what screams there like this, but it's fine, right? We'll be fine. Okay. So I guess we will go first again for the memory fragment as well as the code. And after this we will then just do a little bit of quota run. I will, however, get a shrink ray. So that I already have one. I will put it in medbay, I guess. Oh, I didn't enter the code yet. Alrighty. So there is already a oxygen station over there as well. So we will head over here. Just refresh it. And then I guess one of the smartest routes. I don't really know yet what will be most ideal. I can assume starting from this area over here, I guess. Oh, there's also Pew Pew. So I will lure it with my music box. So we can fight it over here, right? Near the oxygen. Okay, that out of the way, we should be able to reach the upper levels fairly easy. And here also is an oxygen reservoir. Perfect. So we can go over here, where there should be the next memory fragment. A pirate's life. Pirate's Life. Begin of Fragmented Memory 3. I do not understand the locals. The others working here at Sketchy's. Why are they not like me? Why are they so simple? So indifferent to the world around them. So artificial, unintelligent. And this job I have, I cannot recall signing up to it. I am to execute a specific set of simple tasks. First, travel to the selected planets provided by Sketchy. Second, loot random stuff over the span of 3 days or less, provided I loot enough to meet quota. Third, bring the loot back to Sketchy's drop-off for scrapping and or reselling. At the surface it sounds like another scrappier job. The difference? The lack of failure to complete. What happens if we do not make our quota? We know only of the benefits and the rewards, but why reward robots with sentimental things like arcade coins? Do I look human? Am I not artificial? And Fragmented Memory 3. Okay, so interesting. A really cool story detail that also really breaks the fourth wall, right? With the robot knowing about the overall main mechanic of the game, this quota farming thing. Interesting. Okay. So our little guy here, or we as a player, we as a robot, I don't know anymore what I am. Yeah, interesting. We are aware of our tasks to collect things and live the pirate life of someone scavenging different planets provided by Sketchy. And it's more or less canon that we do that, right? How much damage does that? 15. You have a pool noodle sword over here, right? My flamingo is stronger than that. That's really a shame. I think that should be... I have to reconsider. That really should be increased, I guess. Okay, so... what else to do? I guess living the life of a pirate, scavenging a little bit more. Until we do meet our quota for this 3 days. No, please live. Okay, we just lived there barely. But barely is enough for us. I'm just so happy with the smile. It's interesting. I really enjoyed the story so far. And I must say that I didn't expect it, a story like this, that we are a robot really re-questioning everything we do, like even the main tasks. I don't know. I thought the story would be a little bit different, like we would learn more about the places than about ourselves, you know? So, like, what's about all these pirates here and about the different facilities on the planets. I think... I don't know how the story will turn out, but I really would like to have more explanation about this environmental stuff as well. But maybe it's also nice that we don't have this explanation, so players can theorize themselves why Sketchy did all these facilities and different planets and stuff. I feel a bit of mixed feelings regarding this point. Okay, so come here. How much do you give? I hope you're worth all the trouble. $70? I don't know, man. I don't know if this is worth it. Do we have the teleporter yet? No, right? Okay, then we will have a little night chat here with Nightwalkers and maybe some undead. Yes, I talk about you. Just having a boombox also makes such a difference, right? The very first items you get makes a difference, like day and night, or the overall gameplay and pacing. But also do a little bit of digging, so maybe we get a pirate treasure. Would be fitting. Guess the dino's fine as well. And I have to say, I really like the fact that we do have these oxygen reservoirs placed all over the place in Tier 1. That's very convenient. Also, this is a fact, right? Why do we even lose oxygen as a robot? Why didn't we consider this yet in our memories? Because, alright, something like losing oil, health points, and getting attacked overall, fine. Yeah, get this. But... yeah, 117 is just so much more. But losing oxygen? As a robot? Come on. Never heard of a robot that needed oxygen to breathe. That's a bit of a strange thing, I would say. Huh. Interesting. Also because it's a main mechanic, right? Even so a main mechanic that these memory fragments have oxygen placed around them. Interesting. Alright, I really are curious if it will be mentioned somewhere in the memories. And if not, then I think it will have a huge logic flaw in there. Not necessarily a plot hole or stuff, but just logic flaw. But it can also be that, nice code there, that we as a robot don't even think about stuff like this. But we are aware that feelings aren't something that a robot should have, right? So I think breathing is something even more human to do. Okay, I will pick up though the ring ray now. And I think it's time to farm a little bit of Nightwalkers. Still don't have the teleporter there. Sad. But that's okay. Also really try night vision on these dark matter substances. It's basically just having something normal to run around with. It's incredible. Also, I'm really curious if we get more intel on why we are dealing with something like dark matter substances and alcoholic substance and these sketchy stuff overall. Okay, so I placed it in medbay, right? So I will go over to tier 0, tier 1. I guess tier 1 area is fine. And see if we encounter another Nightwalker over here somewhere. While we pick up our other friend laying around over here somewhere. Yes? You little guy, come with me. And yeah, I think we only will shrink Nightwalkers at the moment because everything else don't really feel much of worth to shrink. But I don't. We have to see. How much were these fishies? Also 60. I don't really know about that. I wanted to do the teleporter. And then we should have everything from tier 1. So that we can head on to tier 2 to collect the 2 Nightwalkers we have killed over there. Then we will still be able to play a little bit of a casual day 3 with collecting the different day 3 areas and stuff like this. Oop. So do I see over there is an area? So I will head back now, I guess, and enter the code so that we, when we come back here, already can go for the tier 3 areas as well. The ship here on Splend is so near, right? I always place them too near over here. Yay, our first Nightwalker. What was it? D09? And yeah. With this we can go over to collect the Nightwalker as well as maybe some things out of the tier 3 area. For example, this one over here, right? This is the egg already. Alright then. I guess I will leave it as the egg. What we could also do is just see how many eggs we can collect. And just place them near our board computer, right? That could be a fun thing to do. So there's our second little guy. Pew pew. And some coin pouches, a pirate chest. They're all two-handed, right? Yeah, they are. So I have to run 3 times, really. Which I don't really like, but that's quota, man. Okay, so second Nightwalker as well as the cup. We can already place the shrink ray over there. And maybe look around a little bit more for the teleporter. I don't really think we will see it. I don't know if upstairs is another tier 3 door. Might be, I don't know. Alrighty, so only one left. Oop. And then we already finished our next story bit. I guess we are also trying to go up now a quota, right? We played 3 days as minimum intended. So yeah, you could play a 4th day or stuff, but I think we are more than ready to go up to tier 2 contracts by now, which really give us a chance to, for 200 credits, get a better weapon, I guess. Again, I don't want to clutter the inventory too much yet, because inventory and Sketchy overall is such a mess, right? You in late game, especially in late game, it's okay due to you really can handle the different things and you have all these tools by now. But there was a time in Sketchy, I also will visit here for a moment. There really was a time in Sketchy where the late game was such impossible to do in terms of, I don't know why I chalked there, by the way, in terms of you really leave everything every 2 seconds on the ground just to do something like this and transport items, and you are completely free to hunt down by a Nightwalker or stuff in this meantime. I'm so glad that we have all these tools by now, so we can things like use the blue crates for the burger shop, which is also a very cool addition as a feature, and use these boxes and everything. Okay, so our first deck over there, and we leave this one maybe here and head a little bit for, what would I need? This, I guess. We can go over here and collect also this bunch of stuff, so we don't forget it. And after this we can see if we can still get a bit more of tier 3 areas. And I think I will also start, as I mentioned before, to collect now things also for the burger shop, not for quota only. But yeah, in case we run short anytime, we can still use things we didn't put in a crate yet as quota, so. It'll be fine. Jesus. Was it the elevator again? I guess so. Yes, it was the elevator. That's a little bit scuffed and unfortunate. Okay, I guess there were like 3 items or 5 items, right? A burger shop. So we'll do a little bit of a sprint. And in case we die here again, I won't come back for those. Should be fine. Right. So good enough of a day, we won't leave anymore. This is burger shop, this isn't burger shop. Okay. And then we can just leave. And finish off this episode with, yeah, a nice, very completed day. Also with enough of a quota. And next planet where we go to will be Port Ares. Okay. So not even the desert planet, which is the next one, but more like Port Ares. Interesting. I think we should go for the damage run instead of oxygen. I guess we should go when we rank up a little bit the difficulty. Alright, but this we will see in another episode. I thank you for watching as well. As always, take care. See you when we head out to Port Ares to figure out what's next in the story of Sketchy Contract. Until then, see you. Ciao, ciao.